Hello, friends. Welcome to the Confidence Zone. I'm your host, the confidence coach, Susan Axelrod. My question for you today is this: do you feel rage building inside you? Rage is not a common feeling for me. I've done years of work to process through all the feelings on the negative side of the feeling scale, especially worry, anger, anxiety, and deeper down to rage. I have been, I guess I might say, dealing with some customer service issues recently, and they've made me experience rage. But the rage stems from feeling so insignificant in the big corporate world as a customer. And the rage stems from, oh, yes, feeling powerless. In my life, as you know, I am powerful. I can say that because I step in and step up every day. You see me, you hear me. That doesn't mean that I'm supremely powerful every moment or I'm supremely confident all the time. It just means that I put in my time, I commit, I show up, and I do the work. And so mostly I'm in a smooth feeling space. I mean, I have my ups and downs. I have emotionality show up. I have difficulties show up, but I have tools to use them. But over the last 24 hours, this came up for me, and I thought of you, and I really wanted to speak about it with you today. It's hard to feel that you're firmly planted, standing in the confidence zone, when you're feeling powerless or deep feelings of anger or worse, rage coming up in you. So I spent time with my mother before she passed, living there, and she was in her early to mid 80s. And I spent a lot of time with my parents over their later years, and also my in-laws. With my mother in particular, she was kind of in charge of the house by the end. And so she had to take care of everything and make things happen. And she was very active and activated as an amazing volunteer and community member. So technology was very important to her. Everything about the internet, using her computer, she was on it every day. She sent emails, she was on Zoom, she set up Zoom meetings, she facilitated meetings, she was a leader. And then, of course, the television as well. At one point, her 4 children bought her a large screen smart TV, which was aggravating and infuriating to her. She wanted the old fat black and white where you turn on the switch and then you walk up and you turn the channels. That's what she wanted. So I would occasionally be in the house and I would hear her talking to someone in customer service, either about the television or the computer, usually one of those two things. And I would feel the energy and I would hear her escalate into rage very quickly. I would not comment, I got it. She's older. This was all new for her, and she had never had to deal with these things in her life. But mostly I knew that she felt powerless. These technologies were so important to her. But as an older person, she felt powerless to change them. And this would go on with Verizon for days on end, and then Spectrum and, all these different kinds of companies. And I would know, and I would hear her say to the customer service professional, I know this isn't your fault. I know it. But I am so powerless. I feel so helpless to get done what I need to get done. I am so angry about this, and you're the person I'm speaking with. And then inevitably, I would hear her say, I'm an old lady. This is hard for me. And I had really such compassion for her. But today, over the last 24 hours, I feel like I have empathy for it. I'm not old. I'm going to be 60 this year. I mean, it's old to some, but come on, we got 20, 25, 30, 35 more good years ahead, right? But still in all, I felt that feeling of rage come up when I heard something. This happens to be about American Airlines and customer relations and this and that, and a mistake that they made, which cost me money. And it doesn't matter. It's just lost. It's just my money lost, and it really doesn't matter. And so I wanted to speak with you about this today. First of all, I want to ask you to understand what I'm talking about. Do you get where I'm coming from? Do you feel this rage in you? If you answer yes to any of those questions, then let's talk. Share your comments, share your thoughts, share your ideas here. It's very, very important that we talk about this. Also, we want to come to awareness that so many people feel this every day in their lives because of the color of their skin, because of the accent in their voice, because of the neighborhood that they live in, because of so many things that really are out of their control. And it helps us come to this higher awareness and to be in so much more compassion, even empathy, than we ever have been before. So I calmed myself down. I got myself in order, but I honestly feel embarrassed and a bit ashamed about how the rage came up in me and how I acted. Now, I have a family member who's in a customer service role and has been before in other jobs. And so I was aware, even while I was feeling this uncontrolled escalation in me, that this could be that family member at the other end of the line. But, when rage comes up in you, it's hard to control and contain. And so I, of course, decided to come into the confidence zone and speak with you about this today so that we can be in conscious awareness of what these feelings are, where they're based, where do they stem from? What are they founded in? What are they grounded in? Rage is unhealthy for you. It's unhealthy for me. It's bad enough. It's a horrible experience to be paid as a customer service professional and have to be raged at by old people like my mother or my father in his day, or even me in the case of today. I mean, I didn't go really overboard, but I was not my normal, cheerful, happy, positive self by any stretch of the imagination. It's bad enough to be in their shoes. It's horrible to be in their shoes. We know that they're not responsible for this. These are corporate policies. They're nothing. I even said to that person, your company doesn't care one iota about you and the fact that you're being subjected to this by me because of their policies. I mean, oh my gosh, it was horrible. God forgive me, please. And then I want us to realize it's bad for us to be in that state of being. Okay, we're human. Yeah, I had a very, very bad human lapse today, today or yesterday. But yes, we're human. But there are things that we can do that can be in our control to contain rage, to de-escalate that feeling, to de-escalate the nervous system, to breathe and, come to awareness of the other human we're talking to, and also maybe focus more on what we should have focused on or do things a different way. So if you have any comments to share about rage coming up in you at, the corporate culture or the, community culture or the culture of today or society or whatever it is, I invite you to share them right here in my comments, in my neighborhood, as I call it, in an appropriate way. And I will listen to them and we can talk about it and see what it is that we can do. Rage is not healthy for anyone. it's never okay and it's not healthy. So yes, we are human and we have human moments, but we want to come to conscious awareness like I did very quickly, calling myself out, sharing it here, asking for forgiveness. I knew when I'm usually in a positive, happy, emotional well-being state, then it's hard to see myself and experience myself in that way. I know what that way feels like because I used to be that way a lot when I was in my anxiety state a few decades ago. So there you have it, friends. Let's talk about rage if we need to. Let's talk about culture and figure out how we can best support each other in civility and humanity to bring a little bit more peace. Amen. Okay, friends, thank you for joining me in the confidence zone today, and I'll see you tomorrow for Live at 5. Bye-bye.